All right, everyone, so welcome back. Last time on Descent into Avernus, you all finished up your business at the Wandering Emporium, got a chance to meet Mahadi for a brief moment while you were all on your way out. He welcomed you. There seemed to be a bit of recognition, possibly even familiarity between him and Lulu. Lulu remembering him vaguely, and Mahadi suggesting that he had helped her, that he had rescued her from the Avernian wastes, and that she owed her life to him. You all, of course, were vaguely suspicious of that, which is only to be expected of beings in Avernus. But without any confirmation on all of that, with all of your orders placed, requests made, you all set out back onto the Avernian wastes, got back into Sprinkles, and headed out to meet with Red Ruth, the hag who held the secret to releasing the unicorn that was being imprisoned in the demon zapper. That structure that was, well, zapping demons out of the wastes. So you all made your way to the Bone Brambles, and it turned out that there was a little bit more of a challenge than just wandering through a forgotten forest that had been sucked into Avernus. The place had been utterly corrupted. The vines themselves seeming to have some sort of malevolent life to them, twisting their way around, ensnaring anyone that got too far into them, and in some places, actively trying to do harm. Continued through, coming across more of the inhabitants / defenses that were in place in the brambles, destroying several mounds of shambling vines and thorn branches and whatnot, and meeting some of the dryads that had been the original inhabitants of the forest before Red Ruth decided to corrupt their wood, killing them all and then dragging the entire place here to Avernus to become her new home. After facing off with these dryad spirits, that is where we pick up now. You all are still in the Bone Brambles. You have gone through many of the different ways in, and have determined that this is, being the last one, likely to be the one that will eventually lead you to Red Ruth. So, let's go ahead and drop you on the map. And I do apologize for this part, everybody, but the scale that we had the map at last session was in fact incorrect, and this should have been the scale we were using the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very different.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of a difference, I know, I'm sorry.
Okay. And we're all cuddled together to be in the ball. Or whatever it is.
Right, before we left last session, you all were discussing the possibility of taking a short rest here in the Brambles. So, you all may proceed.
Prior to the short rest, Anna's gonna take her backpack off, like put that on the ground, and then turn into Apicola, because she gets to be that for 3 hours. There we go. She'll be like that.
Apicola, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, so she has a nice padding of hit points now. And she can also still rifle through her stuff since she took it off beforehand.
Okay.
Bill will kind of grab Valifon. Feels weird, almost dying, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Haven't ever
9
had that
out of
happen.
10 would do again, right? Yeah, super fun.
No, don't intend to do that again ever. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to ritually cast Tiny Hut, and invite everybody in. So they can come in or not. Completely up to them. I'm taking a short rest.
Bill will follow him.
I cannot see through Apicola.
Oh, you can't? My bad. I will fix that.
Unless there's no light and they just don't have dark vision.
No, there's plenty of light.
So just as a reminder, if we're doing a short rest, I have the chef feat, so if you use any hit die, you get an extra d8.
Oh, they just had no dynamic lighting on. Weird. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. So,
And you got a lot. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just going to say that you all can go ahead and take your short rest.
And you got those awful mushrooms.
You want them?
I mean, how many you got?
Oh wait, Anna would also be talking to you by like ripping off a fistful of her hair and then dropping it on your head. She'd rip off like a fistful of like arm hair and then just drop it on your head so she can talk to you telepathically.
Oh, I was gonna say this is a really weird toupee situation. All right, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, she can speak telepathically to anyone who has a piece of her hair.
What the hell?
Bad rolls. Oof.
All
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah, Kroll, yours are all awful.
Oh no, that is unfortunate.
Wait, did you roll a? Oh no.
Rolled 4
Wait,
ones in a row.
What?
At least you got them out of the way now.
Yeah. Hopefully that's it.
Oh, you
I
get spared
you know,
the-
or it's foretelling. We shall see.
Wait, where did you get? Where did the 2d8s come from?
Oh,
The cook gets you an extra D8 at the end, but I feel like
Oh,
there's a the D8 in there too.
All right. So it was just 1d8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's right. It's still you still got 4 nat ones in a row, which is we're actually seeing a
God.
lot of nat ones here.
I'm rolling nat ones all over the place too. Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Yeah, I turned into an ape instead of taking.
Oh
a
my
short
god,
rest.
3 in a row. I
Wow.
can't be here tonight.
Okay,
God,
scaling
what the hell?
scaling back
Oh my God.
encounters.
What the hell? Did you use all your hit dice?
Yes.
I don't like
only got-
using. I don't like going below half my hit dice, so I just don't.
Hey, there's a crit success on the 8.
I don't either, but when you run all ones, it doesn't really matter.
Right? Whether or not you like it.
Half orc bros for life. Heck yes. That's what I want to see from this.
that is in fact a lot of red.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous, not at all. I just have a backup character already.
Okay. So, spending 2 hours inside of the hut, or any longer than that?
I thought.
Oh wait,
short
are we
rest was
taking
1
2
hour.
short rests?
Oh, 1 hour. Sorry, yeah, but it's a holdover from my old crappy homebrew rule. Still get confused sometimes.
You did more gritty feel.
Yeah, it took longer to do rests, and I
Ouch.
tried to break up the long rests into 4 2-hour shifts of who had to be on watch and whatnot. It was, like you said, it was an attempt to make it more realistic, but it didn't. It was just more tedious than anything.
Mhm.
Because, like, to my mind, having it be in 2-hour blocks meant that 6 hours gave you a long rest. But then, like, it would happen where, oh, what if an encounter happened? Everybody's long rest reset, and you had to try again. It was just got super tedious.
Yeah.
Anna
Okay.
will be the first to pick up her bag, sling it over her her back, and then make her way out.
Anna, as soon as you step out, there is a
Ooh.
shriveled old hag of a woman, her features distended and elongated, her jaw much longer than it should be, a pair of bright red horns curling back from her scalp, seeming to get lost in a tangle of hair that is completely matted with blood and gore. She wears a dress made from stitched together bones, and there are strings of what look like tiny human skulls hanging around her neck, and they chatter little nursery rhymes. As she sits there, leaning against the vines, they seem to have formed and contorted into a little bit of a standing chair for her as she leans against it. There you are. I was wondering when you'd be coming out. Are the rest of you coming out of the hut?
I dismissed the hut.
She kind of takes a look at over all of you and she says, "Suppose that was you then making all that racket?"
Unfortunately.
Was enjoying quite a nice nap. This better be good.
Anna's gonna grab a fistful of hair and throw it at her.
Okay.
So she can talk
She doesn't.
while
She doesn't move out of the way or anything. One lands on an eyeball, and she kind of just blinks, and it stays on her eye.
Ah, okay. Okay. I take it you're Red Ruth?
I am, and she gestures towards her like gore-coated clothing and self.
Fitting.
Can you talk as Apicola?
Telepathically.
Ah,
Hence the hair throwing.
got it.
Okay. Maggie, oh, okay. Mad Maggie had, wished her best.
As soon as you say the name, she hawks up and spits out what looks like a glob of like chewed up lung tissue. Go on.
Yes, she wishes you her best.
I sincerely doubt that.
I am lying. Because she can't like. It was a joke. She can't. Anna can't actually lie to her. But, yes, she said she'd seen you around Elturel relatively recently.
Well,
Is that?
yes. In fact, she gave me the professional courtesy of informing me that you all would be arriving at some point. You are expected. She looks around and she says, she looks from Valifon, and then to Kroll, then to Bill, and then back at the aim. I assume that you are Anacola.
She nods and then drops the ape form and becomes herself again.
Okay. Well, you heard correctly. I do have what it is you seek, but I'm afraid I won't be simply handing it over to you, dear. Yeah. He looks around towards the rest of you and says, well, come on then. Hospitality is hospitality. And she just turns without waiting for a response and starts to walk deeper into the brambles.
All right.
All along.
So she takes you on a winding path past several different twists and turns until you eventually get to a cave-like little hovel. I'm going to teleport you all real quick. Don't worry, I'll mark your path out of here, since you would be able to follow it back.
Ooh.
Alright, so it's a cave-like hovel. It's at the center of the maze, and I'll illuminate your path right now. So you can follow that green line out whenever you need to. But there's hundreds of bones and body parts hanging by twine, hanging from the brambles that form a bit of a tent over this little enclosure. There's entrails strung like garlands all throughout this little hut area, and the entire air is absolutely buzzing with flies. Anytime you look down, there's probably about 8 or 9 landing on you in various different places.
Very humble.
Lovely.
I'm glad you like it. It is taking quite some time to get the ambiance right.
I can tell you put a lot of
you
effort
really,
into it.
you really nailed that. It's as you can see him poking some bones. Oh yeah, I sure feel it.
So, I know why you have come. Why are the rest of you here?
Razawa?
Indeed, the Tao bound to the Zapper. I'm familiar with her.
We were looking for her contract.
He has information that we need. He won't give it up unless we can get her unbound from the zapper.
She nods. You require the means of breaking an infernal contract. No easy feat, mind you. No easy feat at all. She reaches up and pulls down a piece of, like, it looks like small intestine, and just absentmindedly begins chewing on it. There are ways. Well then.
Would you be?
He seems confident that you would know.
She is correct. I do, in fact, know the ways of breaking infernal bargains and deals. My sisterhood is, of course, one of the progenitors of such arrangements, at least the modern form that they take. But I simply don't understand why I would do this for you.
Do you need payment of sorts?
For you, dear, a trade. The staff that you seek for something of equal value. For the
What?
rest of you, your collective need, well, you shall have to assist me in fulfilling a need of my own.
Bill kind of shrubs Kroll. All right, Kroll, take one for the team. Good luck, buddy. We'll be back.
Okay.
She kind of looks over towards a giant cauldron and looks back towards Kroll. No. I am in need of some, well, another type of personal care, if you will. I understand Mahadi and his entourage is nearby. I haven't had a bath in 387 years, and this grime is becoming a bit outdated.
It's very.
How many prestidigitation cantrips would it take to get to the center of a red roof?
She
Mom.
says, I have not been able to leave this place since I brought it. You see, there's some of the original tenants refused to vacate, and they seem hell-bent on, well, murdering me in my sleep, and if they could not do that, then the bare minimum, destroying my beautiful home. She looks around. Go ahead.
You mean the spirits of the dryads?
Indeed. Every time I take a step or two outside of the brambles, they begin to tear down my wonderful, wonderful home decor. Cannot stand. So an agreement then. Stay here. Defend my home and my goods, my valuables. She kind of strokes a wall, and the brambles kind of move away, and there's dozens and dozens of immaculately clean potion bottles. Strokes them. My wares. They wish to break my beautiful wares. Protect my home and my wares while I am away, and I shall tell you what must be done to free Ralzala.
How long
Would you be
take?
away?
She kind of pokes at herself, and her finger goes like a good, 3/4 of an inch deep until it stops, and then she pulls it back, and it's just that deep in grime. I would say at least 3 to 4 days. It will take Mahadi to clear this up.
Oh boy.
Do we have 3 or 4 days?
This is actually a question that has not been answered yet. It has not been asked officially yet. How long El Terrell has? Was there a different time constraint you were looking at, Anacola?
No, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I don't think we could wait that
I-
long.
So, you all were in the city for a decent amount of time. You felt its jolts, felt it dropping. Let's go ahead and do a group intelligence check. I'll let you use whatever intelligence skill you'd like to use, respectively. But I do need intelligence checks to see if you all can determine how long Elturel has.
Well,
Guidance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize in advance, team. Here we go.
Hey, I did pretty good. I got 23.
Half orc bros for life.
Hell.
Where's
I got
Lulu?
a total. Oh. Oh, she
Lulu-
should.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
how is
not
Lulu?
been here. Yeah.
Oh no.
Has anyone seen her since the Wandering Emporium? No, I'm joking.
No.
Believe it or not, I used to be way worse with NPCs than I am now.
And actually, I don't think
She's
we had
just
Lulu
following-
like all of our previous stuff in the Bone Bramble.
Yeah, she's been absent from the Bone Brambles this whole time.
She's
She
been
was-
scared of the dryads.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and make the check for her. Hey, nice. Just brought down your average even further. Okay. So, your average is obviously going to be below 10. So, or not, is it below 10? I'm terrible at math. Let's go ahead and get the actual average.
Eyeball, I think it's somewhere around 8.
It's-
Let me double check.
It's actually 11.2. After all is said and done. So, you really don't have any concrete idea on how long it will take Elturel to fall, but judging by how quickly it was dropping, the actual movement that you felt, you feel like you have somewhere between 7 and maybe like the high end, probably between 7 and 21 days.
Oh, that's
It's
that's
a huge
large
range.
margin of error.
It's a very large margin of error. Yes.
I think we can wait 4 days then, or we can give her a bath here.
I
She
ain't
kinda-
touching her. I'd
right,
rather wait.
She takes a nail and like runs it across her face, and like an entire it's basically like pulling the frosting off of a cake. There's like that much grime caked onto her, and she says, "I am afraid this will require professionals."
I mean,
Okay.
sure. I don't know why you'd want to get it off, but okay.
As well, for the
Uh,
accumulation of more, you see. She kind of grabs some entrails and slaps herself across the face with them, and nothing sticks. That's just too caked on the rest of the way. And she's like, "I can't fit
Ah.
anymore. I must accumulate fresh grime." You see.
That makes sense. Okay.
What can you tell us before you leave about, like, what direction? I mean, where the dryads come from, this passage here to the south, or will they come out of the wall?
I'm afraid the thicker the brambles, the more plentiful they are. They could come from just about anywhere. She looks around.
Do we only
they
need to
have any-
protect?
Good.
Do we only need to protect this area right here? Because we have a couple of spells that could keep it safe for indefinitely.
She nods. My hovel, yes, my hovel requires protection. She looks around. She says, "I would also prefer the entirety of the brambles not to be torn down around it. It was quite the painstaking effort to bring it here."
So we're gonna have to patrol, is what you're saying?
I think hutting it up would be a pretty good idea, though. Like, that would protect the hut itself. Like if we got a tiny hut going, and then like we fought the waves of dryads that came.
Or so we could do the tiny hut and then kind of rotate circles.
So,
People outside the hut to watch out or something.
I mean, yeah, technically a tiny hut would encompass this whole space. I'm not sure if that rules is intended, that I should be able to completely protect protect the flag
Well,
with a single
she
spell like that.
she also wants the brambles itself to stay safe, and you would be
I know.
out of commission while doing it. So
But well, if the three of y'all think you can keep the rest of the brambles safe, I can stay in here with in a hut and do my nails. Because if I have the hut up, I have to be inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty intended though, because it's like that is a big sacrifice of not having you be able to fight, of not having you be able to fight. So, yeah, so we could have, me, Krull, Bill, and Lulu go out and try and save the surrounding brambles. Well, yeah, I think that's a good plan. Any issues with that, Ruthie?
DM, would I be able to protect this space where her hut is with a
What
tiny hut?
is the exact dimensions of the tiny hut? I know it's a dome. How big's the dome?
It's a 10-foot radius immobile dome. So it goes 10 feet up and 10 feet out.
Yeah, you should be able to. It should be able to encompass it. Oh, it seems a little bit bigger, but I think that's close enough.
Like if you go from the center, like
Yeah.
I know you like technically don't want to do the in the middle thing, but like if you do, we could just do it from the center.
Yeah, it's certainly close enough. So with that, Red Ruth would look very pleased with herself. You'd see her pick up a little tote bag and start stuffing it full of guts and baby skulls and things like that. It truly has been a while since I've had the opportunity to pamper myself. She's holding it all
Don't forget
high
any of
up.
the necessities. I mean, make sure you get all those little skulls over there.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. I cannot go anywhere without a fresh left eye. She reaches towards you, Bill. And then past you and plucks one off of basically a string hanging from the wall. Just a little eyeball. She plucks it, puts it in her bag.
Before she properly leaves, Anna will stop her and just say, can you say definitely that you will be helping us free Razala when you return?
So, yes, I will certainly tell you what you need to know to free her.
And you will also assist me with my search.
Your search? I have your staff, dear. It's no search. Your search is over. You simply must provide something valuable in return. We can discuss what that is when I return.
Of course. Well, have a fun bath.
Thank you, dear.
Time's wasting.
She turns and just starts. She has her bag held all high like a little old lady as she just goes walking out of the hut.
Like Little Red Ruthie Hood.
Okay, everybody. So, here's the deal on Tiny Hut. Takes me 11 minutes to cast it as a ritual. Afterwards, it will be up for an hour. I assume that I cannot cast the next one while the first one is up. So,
You mean 8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours. So, y'all
Why
can
wouldn't you
come.
be able to
Y'all
cast
can
it?
come and go from the hut as you please.
Why wouldn't you be able to cast it while within it?
I don't know. I'm just making assumptions. DM.
Let's get the text for Tiny Hut up.
Right. I'm having to walk back and forth from my computer at the moment. So. There you go.
Thank you.
That casting time includes the ritual.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiny Hut can only be cast as a ritual.
Okay. So there's nothing in the rules saying that it ends as soon as you cast it again. Okay, so here's one.
Yeah, I'm okay with whatever you say.
Yeah.
I am against abusing the Tiny Hut spell. I've seen it abused, even on Critical Role.
Looks like there's a Crawford ruling on this exact thing. I love Stack Exchange. 1 second, I'll find it. Okay. Yeah, essentially it can be, you can essentially, according to Crawford, according to Crawford, you can do it, but Crawford's tweet about it is followed by literally dozens of people saying, "Fuck you, Crawford. That's a ridiculous ruling."
I mean, it's in line with every other rule like that.
Yeah. So
you know,
I see no problem with being able to cast Tiny Hut. Essentially, you would just time it so that as soon as you were about done ritual casting it, the second one would take over, and so on and so forth in that manner.
Okay.
So yeah, you could essentially lock yourself into one position indefinitely using Tiny Hut. Although, yeah, eventually you'd run out of spell slots, and you would need to
No,
take
it's a
a long
ritual
rest.
spell. You don't run it.
Ah.
It's a ritual spell. You don't run out of spell slots. And I'm stuck in there. I can't really do anything else because nothing I do will can pass the barrier.
Why is this
Yeah.
11 minutes compared to the 10 minutes that every other ritual spell is?
This is he added the ritual casting because he only cast it as a ritual.
Okay.
Also, I don't think it's pretty bad, but also the wizard is stuck inside and there's
Yeah.
nothing they can do
Right.
that affects
Right.
anything outside,
Right.
which is the
Which
main
is-
limiting
yeah.
factor, I think.
Yeah, and it's easily taken down. Like you can't use it like the Reddit post that Stack Exchange directed me to. Had it set for a person was in like a bad guy's lair and was just surrounded by enemies, so he just wanted to keep that going as long as it could. And the ruling, the general consensus is yes, you can keep it going for as long as you want, but eventually they're going to find a way to either dispel it or your time's just going to run out. So yeah, you can Tiny Hut as many times as you need to if you're ritual casting it. It's just the bad things will still be waiting there when you get out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna go into Tiny Hut, I guess, once she's gone, and it's gonna take a long.
Gonna take a long rest.
So, just to be clear, the dryads that we fought before were all banshees, right?
They were dryad spirits.
Okay. Can we fill our ears with wax to become deaf?
Yeah, you want to deafen yourself? That's perfectly fine.
I recommend we all cover our ears with wax.
Okay.
And
So you're essentially
and a
imposing the deafened condition onto yourself, which is this.
Anna's gonna reach into her bag and pull out handfuls of wax. She has it from somewhere, probably.
I mean, there's plenty of earwax just like crusted onto Redwood's walls and other stuff too. So.
She doesn't know where that's been though. Her earwax is Homegrown.
Locally sourced and organic.
Yeah, yeah, locally sourced earwax. And so she's just gonna start like filling her ears with it.
I mean, Bill's got some candles. We could use some hot wax and really get interesting.
Anacola's just got a jar like labeled earwax, and Bill's just like, I got a candle.
Hers is also a candle, okay? She reduce, reuse, recycle, okay? But yeah, I think Valifon, Tiny Hut, will you be affected by? Because it's not a spell that they're doing when they scream. So
Can you hear inside of Tiny Hut?
I feel like you would be able to. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through, but I don't know if it's magic. So
Yes, I don't know whether or not their scream would pass through or not. Let's see.
you should probably plug your ears anyway then.
Yeah.
This is great. So one of us is dying in agony. We won't be able to hear each other. I love it. Let's do it.
Lulu as well. Anna's gonna go over to Lulu and ask if she can fill her ears with wax.
We're going to test the theory because Evanstar will be in the dome with me and will not be deafened.
I just remembered that Lulu has wings. When that's like such a missed opportunity to just make her Dumbo. Anyway, Anna's gonna ask if she can fill Lulu's ears with wax.
Yeah, she would say sure.
All right, she just boop. So they're all deafened. She'll just like write notes to everyone. Like she'll just like write stuff down to communicate.
So the general consensus is that sound can pass through a tiny hut.
Yeah, we were mostly worried about whether or not it was magic, because if it's magic, it wouldn't pass through. But if it isn't magic, then it would not. But yeah, let's start our shifts.
Could somebody please roll a d20 for me for your first 8 hours?
I got it. Yeah, right on course. Let's do it.
So,
Anna would continuously hold her action to activate her wild shape if she sees any.
You're just gonna be concentrating for like 8 hours?
Well, I'm just holding my action to activate my wild shape whenever I see someone. So it's not concentrating. It's just like ready, prepared.
So, a full 8 hours of silence. Every now and then you get a bug landing on you. After that long of not being able to hear anything, you can begin to smell the aromas of this place even more pungently than before. That sweet, sick smell of rotting meat just permeates this entire area. But yeah, it does pass uneventfully.
Total, but negatory on the long rest, right? Because we're actively doing stuff.
Right. You would have to actually, lay down and sleep in order to get the benefits of your long rest, except for Valifon, who would meditate.
Should have been a HeroForge. That's all I'm hearing.
Oh well, Valifon could sleep normally, and I don't.
Right, Valifon's just chilling.
He's just vibing in there, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's approach this a different way. Let's go ahead and get somebody to roll me a See, yep. Let's get a D12 plus a D4.
I'll do it. I did the D12. Someone else can do the D4.
Okay.
Christmas.
All right, everyone. So, what are you all doing? How are you going to organize rests? Because obviously, if you go a full 24 hours without taking a long rest, you will eventually begin to suffer the effects of exhaustion. So
I think we should.
lay out the next 48 hours for me. How are you all handling the next 48 hours?
I'm thinking maybe like 2 people on guard while 1 person rests for like 8. I don't know.
Or we could have our familiars out, and or actually, my familiar won't last that long.
I figured we do essentially like the rolling protection, except stay right next to the dome. Nothing can get through or past it, right? Like if I wanted to run a piece of string on it, it wouldn't be able to go through, correct?
If you did, then you can go right through. Some of your holding's going to go through.
So I have a bell and some string, right, and we can set it up so that someone stands outside. If they see anything, we can't hear it. Never mind, that don't work for squad.
Yeah. Now, whoever's on guard, Heaven Star will be watching you constantly.
We only have 4 people. I think the best route is, because it's what you have to at least sleep for 6 hours and then rest for 2. So you can kind of rotate that. Like, we just kind of keep that 3-person rotation going because we can watch and be resting at the same time. Correct?
You need to sleep for 6 hours at least.
Right, but since I just had a long rest, anybody at this point can take a long rest in the dome with me, and I can be watching everything close by. And let's see. I think what I can do to notify y'all. Unless I have
The fly sounds are getting me.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me to notify anybody except by sending Evan Star to notify you. But you can always have one person in here with me, every couple of 8-hour shifts.
Oh, I just realized you could cast Summon Fae in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're gonna
Oh.
take shifts. One person resting inside of the hut with Valafon, while the other 2 are out keeping an eye on everything. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Bill should rest first.
all of you do successfully complete a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, Anacola, you know what? Let's get all 3 of you to Bill, Kroll, and Anacola to make perception checks for your time spent on watch. Nice.
Oh.
So, Bill, during your watch, you see deep back in the brambles, through here, through this general area, you can see the shape of one of the Druids very slowly just creeping through the brambles. She's just watching you. You can see this look, just hatred and disdain on her face as she watches you. She seems to be looking around inside, like looking through the brambles, looking around at you and at Redroot's hut. And again, that look of just hate and anger very clear on her face. She never moves very close to you. She's always back through several layers of the brambles, just looking in and watching. And after maybe about an hour, probably less than that, maybe after about 20, 30 minutes of her staring at you like that, she would just drift back into the brambles. And if you were to make any sort of move to warn anybody to move towards her, she would have immediately vanished, reappearing somewhere else later to watch you again from a distance. But that pretty much becomes a theme of whenever you're on watch for the next 40 hours. You can see them watching through several layers of the thicket, obviously aware that you all are here, and assumedly that Red Ruth is gone. But 40 hours does pass. Would there be anything specific you all would be doing during those 40 hours that you have?
Before we do that, can I do the long rest thing to recover?
Yes, you can all go ahead and take your long rests. You can all go ahead and do that. Nothing that risks your resources in any meaningful way will happen in that 40 hours. It's very boring.
Good berries.
Don't they go bad after long enough?
Wait, if it's been multiple days, then I would have actually all my max amount of good berries. Let me check. It's after 24 hours they go bad, so
Right.
I would actually have the brand new ones. So that would be 4.
Bill will alternate between playing with his card deck, smoking his pipe, sharpening his new weapon, and all that. Just kind of passing the time.
110 good berries, baby. Actually, I'll just make it 100 because I want to do a certain thing in a bit with my 4th level spells.
Okay. So, anyone else? What are you all doing?
Just curious to see what would happen. Midway through the second day, Anna would. Oh wait. Shoot. Nope. Conjure spells. I don't choose what happens. Never mind. Not doing that. I forgot. I don't choose what gets summoned when I do a conjure spell.
I will be practicing my sword dance.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna use conjure woodland beings to summon a hag, but I can't choose. I can't choose what gets here, so I'm not gonna risk it.
And this whole time, everyone has their ears stuffed with wax. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. At least for Anna.
Could somebody please roll a d4 for me? Hey, Kroll, why don't you roll it? Your rolls have been on par today. Nice.
Yeah, called it.
You need a 1? Have Kroll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm there for you.
I actually wanted to do something. Could I? Let's actually do that. So assuming Red Ruth throughout all of the entrails everywhere, she would have some specially marked sticks, bones, and stuff that are worth 25 gold pieces, right?
Yeah, she would
I feel
have.
like
She would have scrying bones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to use. I want to see if I can use them for augury.
Okay.
So yeah, she'd collect a couple of the bones. Oh wait. Never mind.
Is it not in the next 30 minutes?
It's not the next
Yeah,
30
okay.
minutes.
That happens all the time. I always have to remind players about that. Like, this isn't something you can ask about like tomorrow or 2 days from now.
It's which one is the longer one? I can't remember.
Yeah, I have stronger.
Commune.
I have stronger divination. I have stronger divination magic. I would have used that instead. 1 sec. I do have the divination spell. Let me just. An appropriate offering to my religion. Oh, right.
Bill would take one of the eyeballs and hand it to him. This will work for Grummish. That's all you need.
Okay, I'll ask Grummish a question. Okay.
Bill,
Yeah,
I
this should
don't
work.
know if you know just how appropriate offering an eyeball to Grumsh is, but that is probably the most appropriate divine offering I've seen in a while.
And clearly it's a very valuable eyeball, worth 25 gold pieces, because Ruthie has it.
Offer your own eyeball and you might get a really good answer.
Jeez. Okay.
Bill would
Do you
be
have-
super impressed. Super impressed.
Okay. Okay, Bill. I'm gonna ask Grummish a question. Do you have anything you've been dying to ask him about? Like what?
I
Like
don't
why
ask
did he
Grummish
make them how
questions.
they
He
are?
tells me what to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll ask him a question, and we'll come inside at some point. And she's basically just going to ask, oh wait, should I? You ask a single question concerning that. Okay. Yeah. So she's simply going to ask, are the Dryads going to attack us in our stay here? That's all she wants to know.
Anna, instead of an answer, you would get a vision, a brief flash of the endless fields of battle. Is it Gehenna where Grumsh is? I forget which plane Grumsh is on.
I think that's right.
But an endless field of battle. Goblinoids of all different species fighting one another. And you get an image of a massive orcish being that gestures across all of it, and then it points towards you, and you get this image that battle will find you soon.
Okay. They are going to attack.
Bill and Anacola, your hit point halos are still both not green.
Oh yeah.
Oh, mine's green. I got everything.
Oh,
There you go.
it is now.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
you just gotta move
Fine.
the token.
Yeah, I forgot to fix mine. I just
Okay.
fixed mine with the hit dice.
I just making sure before.
Yeah,
Does
good point of order.
would Anna explain that to the group?
Yeah. Do I have any illusion? I don't think I have illusion magic. She would draw it out in like a stick on the ground, the picture of Grummish.
A single tear falls from Bill's eye. It's beautiful. Exactly what I needed to get through this time.
Yeah, so that's good to know. In the other times when Anna's not doing that, I guess I can make healing potions. That's a thing I'm capable of doing. Let's see, where is it? Yep, herbalism kit. I can spend a day doing it, and I assume I have quite a lot of time, so.
I can make a scroll.
Yeah, we can do all kinds of shit.
I will make a scroll with a first level spell on it.
Nice.
Before I actually check to see if I have the ingredients that I would need, can I just like find ingredients for healing potions around Ruthie's place?
Ruth, as you look around at Nicole, you can see that this place is in fact a potion laboratory first and foremost above everything. The way things are organized and placed around the place, it was difficult to notice at first, but as you begin trying to look for potion stuff, this place is a fully equipped potion laboratory.
Should we really be like digging through her stuff? I don't think she necessarily was like, yes, use all my stuff.
She'll be cool with it. Like it's just, you know, a couple eyeballs, couple bones, couple herbs. That'll be fine. Yeah. We're house sitting. It's okay. It's like, you know, when you like eat from the cabinets when you're house sitting, it's just like that.
It's just an assumed courtesy.
Yeah, exactly. And she'll just, yeah.
Not everyone has as
she'll
good
make-
experiences with hags as you do, so I'm just a little concerned that we're overstepping our bounds. But all right, let's do this. Why not?
We're fine. She is scared of Mad Maggie, or not Mad Maggie. Well, that too. But she just like, I don't know. She should be scared, and she would be, but like, I don't know. She spent too much time around hags to really be that scared. And if fear controls you for too long, you don't get anything done. So yeah,
That is literally one of the parties that I had. One of the in my homebrew group for a while when we first started playing, they were literally too scared to do anything, and nothing would get done because they were just afraid to do anything.
But yeah, if I have, how long has it been? 48 hours?
It has been 40 hours. Yes, 48 exactly. Since you took your first 8-hour shift and then rolled the dice. So yes, 48 hours.
So I would have made one whole healing potion by now, and I'd be on my way to making the second.
Okay. What are the familiars up to?
Ebonstar is staying in the hut with me.
Okay.
Boop. My trust them actually wouldn't be there for very long. Maybe sometimes they would like kind of circle around and just see what's up, but for the most part I wouldn't summon them because it's like that's a resource.
Okay. Exactly how often would your familiar be doing circles around Anicola?
They'd probably do it like twice a day.
Twice a day? Okay.
And they're here for 3.5 hours. So yeah, for twice a day for 3.5 hours.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20, Anicola.
Or 7 hours total.
Okay.
I don't like that. Okay.
Could everybody please roll perception checks at disadvantage?
Oh no.
Perception.
Hey, let's go.
Bill, you are Valifon. I'm sorry, that would have excluded you if you were inside of the hut.
Okay.
Bill,
It's fine. I got a 1 anyway.
Bill, you notice something strange. A slight tremor in the ground, almost like the tiniest little earthquake. Kind of dismiss it at first, but then it happens again. Just thum. And then you look around, this kind of drawing your attention, alerting you a little bit. And looking around, and you see that as you get another one of those slight tremors that run through you, you see the entrails and the things hanging around Ruth's little hovel also do a quick little jolt with it. And then you hear it again. Boom. Boom. You're realizing that it's a rhythmic sound. Almost like a colossal creature stomping towards you. Bill, you feel that, and trying to pinpoint exactly where it's coming from, you look off to the west, and you see that the wall is trembling with each footfall, each loud thud,
Here?
until the wall to the west is ripped down. You see it without hearing it. The entire wall just something as if it grabbed it from the top of the wall of brambles and just tore it down. And you see a massive, what looks like a rotting, decaying tree ripped down the walls. There are a pair of dryads crawling out of it, wailing. None of you can hear it, but they are wailing into the sky as they rip down this chunk of the brambles. We are going to roll initiative. Everyone but Bill is surprised.
Yeah, go team.
Luckily, we are all hopefully perfectly safe in here. It's just the wall got torn apart.
We did not get the potions when we were at the last traveling emporium, right? We had to wait.
We're gonna buy them here.
Okay.
Because we didn't
These
want
two-
demon ichor mutating potions.
There goes my chance to wrestle a zombie tree. Thanks, team.
I'll make you bigger. It's okay.
Okay. So I take it everybody dives into the hut as soon as you see this happening. Well, is everybody still in the hut? It's kind of weird because it's
I'm
encompassing
not even in the hut.
Yeah, it's encompassing the entirety of Ruth's hovel. We'll say that if you are inside of Ruth's hovel, then you're in the hut with Valafon. Anybody outside of that 10-foot square is not currently in the hut.
And it would be potion brewing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm outside with Bill.
Okay.
We would not have left Lulu over there,
yeah.
by herself. She could have been in the hut with me.
Reset to round 1.
And actually, I mean, the hut is actually that entire area. My hut is that entire area. That is, that 20 by 20 space.
Okay. All right. So, the tree. The first thing that it is going to do is it can see the dome, right? It's just an opaque dome.
Yep.
Okay. First thing it's going to do is slam a fist down onto it and just crack against it. Brings up a huge ball and just brings it down on top of it, slams against it. You see it recoil and just let out this strange creaking wail from itself, infuriated. Crow? What was that?
Oh, I don't. Sorry. I was moving my computer. I must have hit something.
Okay. So it is then going to pull through here and tear down another section of the brambles.
Luckily, all of her stuff is safe. It's only the walls themselves.
We're just reorganizing, right? Just like we ate our food. It's just a little design layout. No big deal.
It's then going to bring down one of its massive paws onto Bill.
Can it even fit over there?
Oh,
Or I
Bill,
guess
I'm sorry.
the
You were not surprised. You actually got to act. So go ahead and act, and then it'll get its turn.
All right, I'm totally raging and just running at it.
Okay.
No, wait. Let me think here. Character development. I mean, I just pretty much see this giant angry tree, right? And we knew it was coming. No, I'm just gonna run right at it. We've been waiting for this moment. Grummash said there's a battlefield. Let's rock.
How does it fit here?
It broke down the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it can't fit into the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah. So totally. I'll
Any section of wall it passes through, it tears down as it goes.
bonus action rage, and then I'm gonna go. And start making dreams come true.
Oh, I was trying to mark what had been torn down.
Oh, basically, if you can see through it, it's been torn down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Bill, are you attacking it with your cleaver?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, 20 hits.
And then
strikes into it and it basically sprays you with arterial blood from the tree.
Cool. I forgot the 2 rage damage, and then here's the 2d6 for sneak.
Nice.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
So 23 total. And then I'm going to try and hit him again.
12 does not hit.
Yeah. That's what I got, though. Bonus action movement. Or no, I'll continue to move a little bit. I'll come down to here. So
Okay.
like Crow can line up advantage. And that's it.
Okay.
Don't die, team.
Bill, both Druids, the spirits, are going
shoot,
to
I missed
fly over to you. And one of them is going to fly directly in front of you, its face right up against yours, and the face begins to distend and become this twisted manifestation of just horror. Bill, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Cool. Didn't see them. That's cool. We'll make this. What am I doing?
Wisdom save.
He did mention them.
Yep.
Bill, you are
That's
frightened.
cool. Oh, I'm just frightened. Oh, thank God. I thought I dropped to 0 HP. Oh, so much better. I'll take that.
No, we protected against that.
Okay. Bill, the next one is going to reach out, reaching its hands into your chest, seeming like it's trying to grip your heart. That is a 17 to hit, Bill.
Yeah, that totally hits.
That is 16 necrotic.
So 8.
Necrotic is not halved.
He's bear totem.
Oh, I always forget that shit. Yep.
Everything big psychic.
Everything but psychic. Okay. All right. Now, the tree is going to attempt to slam you, Bill.
It's like,
Ooh.
but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's
Okay.
more. Right? The tree used one slam attack on the dome, realized it was futile, and just started taking its anger out on the brambles. 21 to hit, Bill, for 17 bludgeoning, halved down to 9. Or 8, sorry.
Cool. Okay.
And now, everyone that's surprised gets skipped. We're back to Bill.
Yay, go me. When I hit the tree, did I seemingly do any noticeable damage?
Yeah, you took a good chunk out of it. It bled all over you.
And the ghost apparitions are not the same kind of ones we fought when we were trying to get in?
They are, in fact.
Okay.
That is exactly what they are.
So what I'm trying to think here is that obviously using Bill's experience with dealing with the prior ones, what should I roll, Sean, to try and determine if he would realize I should attack the specters or the tree?
Well,
Do you think there's a way to determine that? None of that really matters, does it?
Make an Arcana
Neither's the
check.
objectively correct check, I don't think. Or the objectively correct answer.
Right, make an Arcana check, Bill.
My
Bill,
rolls
you
on
are
point.
convinced that the Druids are somehow controlling this thing.
Okay, I'm totally gonna attack the specter to the north of me then.
24 hits.
Sneak damage. That one I don't think does.
15 hits the Druid. Oh, you're at disadvantage because the thing you are afraid because you are feared. Are feared. Fear. I believe at the end of I believe you can repeat the save. End of each of your turns, you can repeat the save.
I'm striking out on these wisdom
Yeah.
saves here.
So yeah,
All right,
the one,
so
that one
first
misses
one hit,
obviously.
second one missed. And then
yes,
I'll do
yep.
my bonus action to continue with the chopper. That don't matter either. Blah, blah, blah. That's my turn.
Okay. Brings us to the spirits, and Bill, both of them are going to reach their hands into you, their incorporeal fingers slipping into you, into your flesh, and that is going to be 2 corrupting touches. First one's only a 6. And a 13. They both miss. Anicola, seeing all this, well, you're inside the hut, so you would basically just feel a lot of commotion happening outside.
We can see perfectly out of the hut.
You can't see out of.
They just can't.
You can't see out of Ruth's hut.
You can't
see into it.
I'm not inside Ruth's hut. I'm inside my tiny hut.
So go ahead and if you're where you were right there, that is inside of Ruth's hut.
Okay.
But the walls are
so
broken.
so if you Ruth's hut, that little structure at the center of that square is Ruth's hut. That is a thing that you can actually be inside of. The brambles form a tent over Ruth's hut. So it's like a wall surrounding Ruth's hut, and Ruth's hut is at the center of it.
Right, and then see, when I kept on saying the hut, I was talking about my hut, which is the 10-foot diameter.
So you are outside of Red Ruth's little tent, outside of her little hovel, but inside of your liaments.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to. Okay. So between Anna's knowledge of plants and the undead, can she tell if this tree thing is undead or technically a plant?
Make a nature check.
With advantage.
Sure.
Yeah, great, because I'm terrible at nature. Oof.
Hey.
Anicola, with a 14, you can confirm that it is a plant.
Okay. Second question. So have we slept twice so far?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Anicola. With your 14, you can confirm that it is a dead plant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting.
So do I think it would count as undead for the purposes of like magic?
With a 14, I would say yes. You would be able to classify it as undead.
Okay. Okay, that helps a lot because those are very different.
Yeah, plant or undead, yes.
Okay. In that case, same plan as before. She's going to go over here, pop her head out of the hut, and say, Bill, get the fucking tree. And as she says that, magic fueling her words, Bill doubles in size. And then she runs back.
Yes.
As she casts Enlargers.
Okay.
So you get, I think, like a D4 to your attacks, or to your damage. Yeah. So you grow from medium to large. You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, which you already do. Yeah. You do 1d4 extra damage. This is such a terribly formatted. Roll20 does not format spells very well, but anyway.
Yes. Get some.
There we go. That's the relevant info.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's undead, so she can't do anything with her reaction. So she'll just... yeah, I wouldn't be able to attack outside the bubble, I don't think. In melee, so I'll stay here.
Okay.
Is Bill, like, in the brambles? Like, would he take damage there, or...?
So they're not... the walls have been ripped down. So any place that you can see through, the walls have been ripped down. They'll be difficult terrain to move over, but they're not going to be ensnaring and grabbing at you like they were when they were full-on walls.
Okay, that's good. Yep. And other than that, she'll reiterate that Bill needs to be attacking the tree thing, and she'll end her turn.
Okay. The tree is going to once again try to slam down onto the dome and fail. It's then going to... You almost hear like this rageful twisting of wood. That sound the trees make just before they snap. That loud, squeaking, wailing sound large trees make as they're going down. You hear something that's akin to that mixed with some sort of screaming. And instead, of continuing to lay into Bill. It's going to take its uppermost paws and slam them into the ground, into the accumulation of torn down vegetation and twisted brambles that are all around its feet. And as it does that, those brambles are going to begin to pull together and form, twisting around one another to form a very large, almost identical twin to the thing that has already been made.
We got 2 trees.
The larger tree, the one that originally spawned this one, is going to let out a shrieking sound. Almost sounds as if it's giving orders. Bill, in its movements and in its direction, you can see a kind of dread intelligence in this thing.
Guys, do we need a wizard on the battlefield?
Okay. This one is just going to begin stomping through the brambles, tearing them down as it goes. Balafon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I need to be smiting things. So Liamon's tiny hut is going down because I am going to bonus action Blade Song. And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to come with me. And I am going to cast
Okay, cool.
Hydra Elemental using my gem.
Which one is that? It's an earth one, right?
Oh,
Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental.
And I want it right here.
okay, so you drop. Oh shit, the bubbles.
It's go time now.
Okay, you have control over it, and it has token actions.
Awesome. Does it roll its own initiative, or does it go immediately after me?
Believe it rolls its own initiative.
Okay. I hit the init button with it selected.
It got a
Nothing happened.
3.08. It rolled.
I whispered. It whispered.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and set that right now. Good to go.
Okay. That's it for me.
Roll.
All right, so this area right here, next to the Earth Elemental, I can move there, right?
Yes, it's just anytime you move over where the walls once were, difficult terrain.
Yeah, I was just making sure that I could end my movement there and stay there.
Yep.
So, all right, so I'll be right there. I will be attacking the tree, and I will be raging.
Okay.
And let's see.
You have advantage.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's just do that. Hey, I got a
18
good,
hits. Yep.
good roll.
Right.
For 22, and then I will swing again.
Kroll, it only takes 2 of that necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
What space is the Earth Elemental in?
Right where it's sitting.
Yeah. So Kroll, you would have.
But
used
Oh, it's in a.
It's in between.
Kroll, you would have needed to go to like right there or something.
Here, I'll just move. It can be right here.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is action surge, is that a bonus action?
Maybe it's just a class ability. I don't think you have to have any action to do it.
Yeah, you can do it whenever.
Action surge. Okay. 15?
15 does not hit.
Shit. Alright, one more time.
28
And
does.
I will-
You're already flanking. You're good.
Oh yeah, I'm good, okay. So I get my savage attack. And my rage. And I think I'm going to do my Orcish Fury with this as well. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool, the epitome of feast or famine. Jeez.
Right. Kroll either gets nat ones or crits. There is no in between. Alright. Nice. Okay. Once again, necrotic is halved, but that is still 26, 37, 40, 2 points. Good shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. And that's it.
Okay. Valifon, your elemental.
How many attacks does it get? 2?
Multi-attack. 2 slams.
So slamming the one in between him and Bill.
Okay. That's a hit.
Alright.
It takes 6 bludgeoning. That's a hit.
Yeah, because it's non-magical slams.
6 bludgeoning.
And the Earth Elemental. Can it move to here?
Opportunity attack from the tree.
Okay.
19 for 10 bludgeoning.
It doesn't have resistance to bludgeoning, does it?
Checking. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. The undead tree's attacks are not magical.
So it has resistance, so that'd be 5.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bill.
We're gonna live the dream. We're gonna try and grapple this goddamn tree. Yep. I never thought I'd say I want to wrestle this tree and, grab a hold of it, but here we are. Oh my god, no!
That is unfortunate. Bill, the terrifying visage of the Dryad spirit, still just follows you around. You try to move to grapple onto the tree and grab a hold of it, but distracted by that thing's face, the image of it sticking in your mind. Just no go.
Don't you have 3 shots?
I have 2 shots. Actually, seeing the visage, I'm going to try and smack at it with my cleaver.
11 does not hit.
I'm flanking.
Oh,
But
wait,
it's
but you
critical.
have disadvantage. 'cause you're
Disadvantage because you're afraid.
No! Oh. Okay.
Right.
So since, before you do that, Sean, since I just have to make an attack with the Scimitar of Speed before I can use it again as a bonus action. So I'll use that as my bonus action. Oh wait, can I do a wisdom check to see if I...
End of your turn. Yep.
afraid?
At the end of every turn, you make a wisdom save.
Oh, end of my turn. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and make a bonus attack again, and then I'll do my check.
16 hits if you're swinging at a Dryad.
No, I was swinging at the tree.
16 also hits the tree.
And then it's a wisdom save.
What's the damage? That's good.
Hey.
16 succeeds. You are no longer afraid.
Yay, go team. Oh, I need that D4 too, don't I?
Oh yeah, you added
That'd
D4
be
to
big.
damage.
Yeah, 22, 24.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Right. Bill, the other druid, is now going to attempt to frighten you. Actually, does it go after you or Valifon? You know what? They haven't done this yet. So they are going to proof of concept this. And this one is going to use this whale. Is anybody not have their ears stuffed with wax?
I think everyone, including all the familiars, have their ears stuffed.
Okay.
Except the earth elemental, I guess.
So
Ebonstar
it does.
does. Ebonstar doesn't, but it doesn't matter because he's outside the hut. Actually, the hut's gone.
Yeah, the
so
hut's gone.
Yeah, so Ebonstar might die.
Elemental
Oh,
at
Ebonstar
range.
definitely dies because there's even if he succeeds his save, the damage kills him.
Okay. So, frustrated by the fact that that failed, the other one is then going to try its horrifying visage, the second one. The first one, I believe, once it fails. Yep. So, yeah, Bill.
Is the earth elemental in range of that
It is
whale?
not. It is out of range.
Phew.
Bill.
Okay.
Wisdom save against horrifying visage again. The second druid
God
this
damn
time.
it.
I realized Bill wouldn't have been able to hear me when I yelled to him before.
Okay, that is
Hey,
a
look
success,
at
Bill.
me.
Good stuff. That is the druid's turns. Brings us to Lulu. Wonder Elephant. And she is going to ram a tree in the face.
Go Lulu, go!
She gets stuck. Does no damage.
Oh no.
Anna.
Alright, would I? Okay. so-
She's yelling, I got it, guys! Go ahead! Go ahead, beat it up, I got it! Just stuck to it
We
with her
just hear-
tusks.
You just hear high-pitched screaming, because wax.
Right.
So, okay, question. If I have a 30-foot line thing that I can do, can I get it from here to here without hitting any allies? It's like, wait, I'll show you.
What's the spell?
Title. Oh, my thing's messed up.
It's 10. Title is 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet wide.
Can be up to.
Can be up to. Okay.
So if it was just a 30-foot line, could I
30
just
foot,
get it?
yeah.
At 30 foot long, you can control the length as well.
Yep, all good.
Alright.
The
Yep,
up
so
to
be
is the
from-
key phrase there.
Yep. So from the first dryad to through the first tree to the second tree. So what Anna does is, as the bubble pops, she's going to wave around her her shillelagh, and what little hydration remains left in any of the surrounding brambles.
It's
will
just
get-
blood.
Yeah, all the blood. I guess it'd just be blood. Rises up into the air and then painfully fires itself down towards the ground.
Okay.
Healing.
Dex saves, right?
Dexterity saves, yeah. Against 17 damage. Ouch.
Prone on a fail. Okay, they all fail. A druid
Nice, they
can't
all
go
fixed.
prone,
I was gonna say.
but both
but the
trees
trees
get
fall
knocked
prone.
onto their sides. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome! Oh, it's gonna be their turn before
Yeah.
I can hound on them.
Dang. They can't
I
move,
was
though,
thinking-
I guess. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm gonna run away.
Anyway, bye.
Yeah.
All right. Brings us to the trees. And they're both going to stand up. They're both going to get up, first of all. And this one here is just going to begin slamming into the elemental with a 17 and a 25.
Both
That
hit.
is a total of 36 points of bludgeoning, halved down to what, 18?
18.
This one here is going to first lay a slam attack onto Bill. Bill, it's a 15 to hit.
Haha, AC works.
Next one's for Krull. Krull, that's a 29. It's not even a crit.
Oh shit.
It's 14 bludgeoning, halved by your rage to 7.
7. Okay. Minus enter.
Balafon.
So, if I'm looking, I can thread a lightning bolt. Oh, lightning bolt would set the thorns on fire, wouldn't it? If it
Does
hit them.
it say that it sets flammable objects on fire? Oh, we've established the brambles are not flammable. Remember, somebody tried to use
Brambles?
fire on them. Yeah, somebody tried to use fire on them, and they just bled and bubbled.
Okay. Okay
That was
then.
me.
The brambles are not flammable.
So yeah, I'm casting a lightning bolt. It should catch.
I can take it. Do it.
You get half damage even if you fail. So if I do it like that, even doing it like that, I get both the dryads. It's up to, I don't know if it'd get Bill or not, but if it does, it does.
If we're gonna say that it hits this Dryad too, then it would definitely hit Bill as well.
Okay, I don't care if I hit Bill. Bill has told me before that I can catch him in area of effects.
All right. Dex, that's a huge roll. Nice.
But I did it at 4th level, so
Okay, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
You have 2 ones in there.
Okay. Dex. Bill, DC 15 Dex save against 30 lightning.
No big deal.
Wow, these guys can't succeed apparently. Boom. They all fail.
I do have danger sense, so I get this at advantage. Get some.
All right, 19 succeeds.
19.
Yep. So you take 15, have it again to 7. Barely tickled.
Worth it.
And Valentine's actually going to move to here. And that'll be it for Valentine.
Okay, Krull.
Alright, Krull's gonna keep swinging. The Blood Axe.
27 hits.
Okay. For, what is that, 11?
Oh, yeah, have
3.
there, so 12.
14, yeah.
12, 15. 14. Math! 14. Math is my enemy.
Alright. Let's see. So, a trip attack, would it be able to try to knock this thing down?
Yeah, unless it specifies that it has to be large or smaller.
Let me find it.
Because this creature is huge.
You can trip anything because you can trip a dragon out of the sky.
The fuck?
Alright, yeah, when you hit a creature with weapon attack, large or smaller.
Large or
Okay.
small.
Oh, large or smaller. Oh, yeah, it was a young dragon.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so yeah, I'll do a trip attack. So let's add that.
That thing's not large. It's huge.
You can do
Oh.
trip attack for more
Oh, yeah, you
damage.
can still do trip attack. You just can't trip it.
Yeah.
That's no mood.
Okay.
It's not gonna do it.
That's it. Oops, sorry.
Okay. All right, Elemental.
Yeah. So it is going to do some slamming. 11's gonna miss, I think.
That it is.
As is a 9.
As is a 9.
But it is doing its best to hold that guy and lock him in place.
All right, Bill.
Totally gonna grab this guy this time. I hope.
You really need to?
Oh, he's red now, isn't he? Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. You're right. Let's live the dream. I'm gonna just start smacking.
When he hits. Bill, how do you take this thing down?
Okay.
Is Lulu still stuck in it?
Yeah. It's not mechanically going to do anything. That's just a
That's
show.
just flavor.
Yeah, it's just flavor.
So you see Bill come in and kind of cleave right into the side of it. It's like this, Lulu, and I'll take the tree and I suplex it into the ground and plant it upside down into the ground.
All right. The branches, the boughs, all those pieces of bramble begin to fall apart, fall onto the ground. You hear a great sigh as whatever life force had entered this thing leaves it.
Any chance the one it summoned goes away too?
Unfortunately not.
Worth asking.
Indeed.
I'm gonna keep swinging that at the specter just to the north of me.
Oh, you removed them from the initiative, by the way, I think.
Oh, right, one of the specters. It had a 20, so.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, anything else?
Bonus action cleave.
It's a hit.
And then I forgot all the d4s associated with that.
2d4. Yeah. Christmas.
All right.
That's it now.
Valifon, this one's coming for you with a corrupting touch. Wow, they are rolling like shit. Okay, it's a 6 to hit. Obvious miss is obvious. Brings us to Lulu, who pulls her tusks out from the tree, shouting, "I did it! I did it!" And then
You did it, Lulu. Not that she can hear me.
All right. Yeah. Then she's gonna try to tusk the one down here. And miss. Good job, Lulu. Anna.
I can't do very much. Ooh. Yeah, because I'm focusing my concentration on keeping him big. So I will. Oh, I can. This will help. I will cast Dissonant Whispers on her.
Wisdom save, DC 15. She does fail.
Nice. Okay.
Using her reaction.
She takes 15
Oh, she
damage.
she uses her reaction to die.
Jeez, that is a
That's
nice
good
roll.
damage, yeah.
Cool. Okay, that was my action. I don't have anything to do with. That's it.
Okay. That tree is dead. This one. Yeah. It's just gonna keep slamming away at the elemental. 17 and a 16 to hit.
1 hits.
Okay. 15 bludgeoning, half down to 7. Valifon.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and Booming blade. .23, I assume, hits
That does.
for 18 damage.
Right.
And then second attack.
22 hits, another 9.
Yep. That's it for me.
Roll, you're up.
Alright, so 5, 15. Yeah, right to there.
If you go to here instead, you'll be flanking.
Would I be?
Yep.
Yeah, because it touches right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so gonna attack with my blood axe.
19 to hit.
Boom. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to do trip attack, but just for the extra damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice, okay. Have, so 28.
Okay. And swing again.
That's certainly a hit.
Alright, another trip attack for the damage. And I'll hold on to 1 superiority. There we go.
Okay. 14,
16.
16.
And that's all I can do.
Right, brings us to the Earth Elemental. Nice. After 7.
A crit.
Crit. 26, half to 13. Oh, that is literally exactly how many hit points it has left. Alright, so I would say...
Elemental goes slam.
Nice. So I would normally say that the din of battle quiets around you all, but this has been quiet the whole time for all of you. So yeah, stillness settles over the battlefield. Looking around, they did some damage to the place, but it certainly could have been worse. They tore down a few of the walls, but the hut is untouched. Redruth's hovel and all of her potions and her hard work is undamaged. So, with that, let's go ahead and take our break. And when we come back, you all can wait for Redruth to return and see what she has to say about your hard work. Alrighty, so welcome back. After having defeated the Druid's attempts at tearing down Redruth's bone brambles, you all have some time before Redruth returns. Anyone that would look over the tree, Bill, you probably would have noticed this as you were suplexing said undead tree. There was the corpse of a little halfling body hanging out of it. As you lifted it to suplex, lifting the tree upside down, out of that halfling's possession would have fallen a bag with some things. As you all go through the dead halfling's possessions, you would find a brooch of shielding and a pearl of power.
A what?
A brooch of shielding.
What is that?
I always thought it was brooch, but that's fine.
I see 2 O's, I say ooh.
Yeah.
The brooch is like, it's okay. It's like...
Pearl of Power's a casting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any caster.
Yeah, the brooch is like not that great. It gives you resistance to force damage and immunity to... Oh, wait, did it? Oh, it came up. Never mind. I was looking it up. Yeah, the attunement makes it not worth it, in my opinion.
Dang, Pearl of Power's super good.
Oh yeah. So you don't want the Pearl of Power?
Ooh. I probably can't afford it with attunement wise.
I mean, I probably can't afford it attunement forever, but I will gladly attune to it for now, and maybe make a deal with those salamanders or whatever they were when we get back to the Emporium, and maybe upgrade something.
I'll see what. Wait, what magic items do I have right now? Because I know a lot of them I don't need. Like I have the pipes of the sewers at the moment.
Yeah.
Not necessary at all. I haven't even used it once. Yeah. Like, what other items do you have on you?
Neither are good for Bill, so if it's up to you guys, I don't need any of those.
So I'm currently attuned to a Ring of Protection and a Wand of the War Mage, and I will eventually be attuned to an Iron Stone, but not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can share this if we want. One of us can carry it for now, and the other one can carry it later. I mean, it takes an hour to attune. We can have a short rest, attune to it, get back a spell slot.
I'm trying to. I can't figure out what other attunement things I have because I like
Roll20 sheet doesn't show you what you're attuned to.
No, I just have to remember.
Yeah.
I try to keep all my magic items in the same spot because I have my so I have my my bracers of defense. I know that's attunement, I think. Yes, it is. I have my bracers, but that's the only magical item I can think of that I have, and I know I have a couple of pipes. So I think
attune. Why don't you take the Pearl of Power for now?
All right.
Wait. More importantly, what was it? It was like a skeleton of a halfling?
The corpse of a halfling.
I'm totally going to string it up on the tree and kind of let it be a little more homey for Sweet Ruthie when she comes back.
Nice.
And Kroll or Bill, one of y'all aren't attuning to many magic items. This Brooch of Shielding is or Brooch of Shielding is an attunement magic item. I can't afford attuning to it, and it doesn't do all that much, but it does help. Resistance to force damage and immunity to magic missile.
I think we're both bear totems, so the force damage.
Are you both bear totem?
Uh-huh.
It'll help when you run out of rages and when you're fully attacking someone with magic missile.
In that case, stick it in group loot and
sell it to the salamanders.
We traded it in for something better.
Honestly, I feel like it does have some use. Like the magic missile thing is pretty okay. Like you can attune to it for now until you sell it. So like you have that tiny added benefit.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Kroll. You want a dope ass hairpiece or not?
No, I think I'm okay. I don't really need it.
I'll put it on the bill of my hat. We'll make dreams come true.
Oh yeah, okay. I feel like Ruthie would appreciate some beans being planted in around her house.
No.
I'll ask when she gets back, because she 100% would be okay with it.
If she wants to plant a bean, she can plant a bean after I am gone.
You can leave, but we'll plant it together.
Or I'll put up a hut and I will watch from the sideline.
I'm okay with that. That's a good solution for everyone.
It's a chaotic neutral. AJ said, "Let's put it in a bag, bury it so that it doesn't plant right away, but in like 100 years or whatever, some random thing pops out of the ground."
Like when it rains, it just
Yeah. But anywho, I think we should leave the angry hag alone. But that's Bill's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she gets back, we'll plant it together.
So for an hour, I will still have the Earth Elemental stomping around, not breaking anything, just in case any other creatures show up during that time. And we'll try some mending spells on the broken walls.
Oh yeah, he could help us. He could hold them up, and then like you mend them.
Yeah, he'll like stick sticks in the ground and hold them.
So yeah, any efforts that you all take into repairing the place will definitely be appreciated. So Red Ruth would arrive back at the Bone Brambles, about 12 to 16 hours after you all recover from that encounter. And let me go ahead and get this out of the way.
Oh, I'll recast Find Familiar.
The Bone Brambles. Okay. So, and what are you all doing when she gets back? Are you still repairing that far into the future, or you all just be hanging out back at the hut?
I feel like we would have finished.
Yeah, about
I feel
12
like
hours
we'd be
later.
done. Yeah, I'll spend a second and a first level spell slot on it.
All right. So what have we done with the corpse of the tree? Bill said that he strung up the halfling corpse from it.
So one of them I would have incorporated into repairing the wall.
Nice. All right.
Getting the earth elemental that help tear appropriate sized pieces and use mending to
Nice.
patch them in. I have a question because it's been on my mind for 8 sessions now. We took, I think, 2 long rests, maybe 3 long rests during all that time.
Ooh, pervasive power.
Yeah.
Welcome to the dark side.
All right. Let's go ahead and get some wisdom saves for everybody. Everybody that's
As
not
much
already
as
lawful evil.
Much as I don't
Did
want to
we
make
sleep
them, but
again?
Nice.
Did we sleep again after the trees?
Phew.
Yeah, there it is. I think that's 3 for me.
is it if I don't think a 10
Ooh.
I don't think a 10 passes, but if a 12 will pass, I will use my sessional.
The DC is 10.
Oh, okay.
That is my
Okay.
first fail.
I saved all 3.
Bill?
Yep.
All right. If that is in fact your third fail of pervasive evil, wasn't your alignment already lawful evil?
No, it was when I originally created the character, but I didn't want to be a giant dick, so I made him lawful neutral.
Okay.
He's a giant dick now.
So welcome to the giant dickhood. Here we go.
Lawful evil doesn't necessarily.
I mean, yeah.
You read the character sheet. I can play into it. We'll make it happen.
I mean, for a while, if you'd have asked me what Bill's alignment was, I would have said lawful evil. Your desire to be according to the letter of the law, even if it, meant pain and suffering to somebody.
Right. See, I feel like
Yep,
the
you
big
got
thing
it.
with lawful evil is they still hold loyalty to whoever it is that their code demands them to be loyal to.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and do with that what you will there, Bill, but your alignment has officially shifted into lawful evil.
Anna would actually... I'll take the 20 on that.
Okay.
So I actually still have not failed anything. I will say that her haggish nature has made her resistant to
The literal
alignment
opposite of
changes.
that, Bill.
Oh, that's right. Hold on here. Let me amend.
Yeah, I've already failed 2 of these.
Yeah,
and
same here.
I'm chaotic good.
Oof. That is a radical shift.
That is a very radical shift.
Yeah.
This is really, really bugging Valathon. Oh, and that was something that reminds me. I'm assuming you would have mentioned if being inside a tiny hut protected me from pervasive evil during a long rest.
It is not a demiplane, so I do not believe it would.
Okay.
Well,
To be a
I need to find
genie.
planes.
I need a genie warlock, and today I want.
Oh yeah, because you get a tiny... Oh yeah.
I get my own tiny hut.
Oh, or we need a bag of holding, and you could sleep in the bag of holding.
If you're a warforged.
I mean...
But the warforged, I need to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Now,
if the bag's open, like...
No, that would let the evil in.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I would totally go crazy with this. We could do a small raised HeroForge. Could pop out of the bag and shoot his bow and arrow or something. Oh my god, next character. Here we go.
Okay, did we sleep after the trees?
It was 12 hours, so I'm assuming we did.
I assume we were doing the kind of same thing, right? The dome went up. We were fixing and repairing. I would assume repairing took longer than just a couple of hours. So I didn't mark it down that we took a long rest. I would love one if we're going to.
Same.
DM?
Yeah, you all can. Yeah, nothing else will bother you all during your stay here.
Okay, I'll use.
Yeah,
use
select the
Pearl of
token.
Power.
Jeez.
I used the Pearl of Power, and I now have 80 good berries.
Nice. Okay. All right, everyone. So, about 12 to 16 hours after you finish with this whole ordeal, Red Ruth does return. She looks much the same, except for instead of a caking of filth, she is covered in a fresh, slick layer of blood. Form fits to her and her red dress. Her red dress seems to have been taken, washed, cleaned, pressed, and then soaked in blood before being put back onto her. And she arrives, and she looks around. Oh my goodness! I love what you've done with this! She looks at the halfling. She says, oh! Art! It's beautiful! Wonderful! Oh. She's looking around, just... She sees the tree. She's like, oh, they tried this old tired trick again. She looks over, and there's like 2 or 3 Dryads, like, watching from behind the brambles, and they all scatter once Ruth notices them. She says, oh, one day they'll come up with some new tricks, but I suppose it is hard being dead and all. She shouts out that part, basically just taunting all the Dryads.
Jeez.
So
Maybe one day I'll come back and help them.
She says, oh, that would be certainly interesting to see. Would be nice to have them out of here after all. So, as agreed, in order to free Ralzala from her binds, she must drink the blood of a Titan, an Empyrean, one of the greater Celestials.
All the blood of a Titan, or just a little bit of the blood of a Titan?
A drop or 2 will do.
You got that here, right? We can just take it and go?
Unfortunately not. However, I do know of a Titan that happens to be here on Avernus.
Of course you do.
He's not quite what he used to be.
What do you mean by that?
He had a bit of a run-in with someone you maybe have heard of. The dragon goddess Tiamat. She's reduced his standing in the world, knocked him down a peg or 2.
I'm guessing he's not actually a Titan right now?
It would be better if he explained it to you. I can show you how to reach him. His name is Uldrak.
Get us like an IOU, right? Where he'll just kind of, we pop over there and get a little vial and move on with our day, right?
I'm afraid it's unlikely to be so simple, but it is his blood that you need, at least his blood as it once was.
A quick stabby stab, and then we can run away.
You said Uldrak?
Uldrak, yes. Now, as thanks, I will prepare 1 potion for each of you. Normally I charge soul coins for the service, but anything from my stores that would not be too tedious to recreate, I will make for you free of charge. If you require a more intricate design, I will require payment, but you will get a very reasonable price. So Red Ruth would offer any common or uncommon potion to you all, free of charge. Each of you can have one. If you would like a potion of rare quality, that would be 1 soul coin.
Potions of growth are uncommon.
You talk faster than I can type.
Yeah, I've got a potion.
I don't know if there's any potion that Anna would really want.
Potion of invisibility. Potion of
Oh yeah.
fire resistant. Potion of.
Hey, go ahead and pull up the doc, the item
I
document.
love potions. You get so much bang for your buck if you pick the right.
I just always have that tab open.
Nice. Go ahead and pull that up and search, and go ahead and just scroll down to P for potions, and you get a lot of options. Anything of common or uncommon, she'll just give to you. If you want something rare, it'll be a coin.
I assume 3 more potions of growth is 3 soul coins, right?
Yes.
All right.
Anything past the original free one she wants to give you is 1 soul coin. And
Cool.
then she'll give you one rare potion at 1 soul coin. Anything beyond that is 2. She also tells you that she can commune with higher beings if you wish, but that service is not free. It is very taxing on her. Anytime that you would like her to cast a commune spell for you, she will, but it will cost 3 soul coins to do.
Potion of speed.
Okay. Is that your rare or uncommon?
Very rare.
Very rare. She can't do the very rares.
Damn it.
I was promised an all-powerful hag. This is kind of a ripoff here.
I mean, she'd very happily steal your dreams if you prefer that.
No, Bill's very happy with his potion of growth.
The only thing I'd be tempted for would be like anything that can emulate dragon breath, but the closest is just fire breath, and so that's not really useful.
Potion of invulnerability. There you go.
Yeah, the common potion of invulnerability.
Right.
I'll get
It's
another
a
book.
rare. It's a rare. Just 1 soul token.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she just make.
Anna, while you all are dealing with your potions, she would pull out a coiled wooden staff that looks almost like a miniature tree trunk, twisted around on itself. Some growth on the top of it. Rather tall. It stands taller than herself, actually. Taller than most of you. The entire staff is about 6 feet tall.
And it
She
would
asks-
already be reaching for it.
She pulls back. This is not simply up for grabs. I require a trade. What have you of immense value that I would give up such a treasure for? She glances at it. Kind of does the...
Give her,
Butcher shielding.
give her that bag of hands. Give her your hands. All those little baggy hand thingies.
No, I have something for this, and she'll reach into her bag and pull out a soul larva. Can I hold it up?
As a single larva, while valuable, is nowhere near worth a treasure of this magnitude.
She'll pull out 2 more larvae. She knows. She's now dangling 3 soul larvae.
She says that she can get soul larva.
Can you get? What was that? That hornet that we fought? What was that called?
A hell wasp.
Do you have the stinger of a hell wasp? And she'll pull that out. Or a expensive fur coat, and she'll pull that out.
Or a hat.
or a winter hat, and it's like a top hat with like snowflakes on it. Or a marriage flower from 2 virgin humans.
You still have that thing?
I do. It's wilted, but it's yeah. Any of this interest you?
She kind of thinks on it for a moment. This is an out of character me asking you all, where is Gargoth currently?
Gothy. Oh.
Doesn't
Oh.
Bill have Gargoth?
Yeah, I think we mentioned Bill having Gargoth on his back. Gothy.
What? What's Gargoth?
The shield with the Hidden Lord.
Oh, I don't think I took that. I thought
It was Anacola.
Oh,
Anacola did have it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we were saying I was
Okay.
saying that Bill should have had it, but he was on my back then. He's on my back.
She would be very interested in acquiring a captured pit fiend.
And it's gonna
Oh
look
boy.
Do we like
What is this staff you're trading for?
It is a
a
staff
very
of the
important
woodlands.
sentiment? It is a very sentimental staff to my family. It is very important to me.
I really
What's
want to
this?
drop that shield in the sticks.
Okay. Better yet, we give it to her.
She said she knows somebody who would very much like to have that. Somebody whose favor she would very much like to curry.
Wait, who's that shield belong to?
Gargoth
Us.
would immediately
Hidden
begin screaming in protest.
You're better off just. You're better off this way than what I want to do.
Does he scream like he screams telepathically, right?
Yes.
No wax can hide him. Yeah, Anna would ignore him, pulling him off her back, and kind of looking him over, and then looking at the staff. How are we feeling about Gothy, guys?
I'm fine with getting rid of Gothy. But if we're giving up Gothy, I think she needs to cough up a couple of extra potions.
I think this is more than enough of a trade. But if you want,
You can make a
more
persuasion check, Alphon.
Nice. And it would be helping technically because she is trying to persuade to get the to get the shield.
She'll throw in another rare potion for you all if you give her Gargoth.
I'm fine with being rid of that shield.
Anna's gonna lean down, give Goth the shield a kiss, and then hand it over.
He would be screaming. First, it would go first from immeasurable power that he'll give you once he's free, and then it'll go to threats, and then it'll go to begging, and then crying, and just the whole gamut of just pathetic.
The fact that Gargoth doesn't want us to do this makes me okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's desensitized to the pleading of fiends.
Okay.
Then she's gonna put one hand on.
What?
You cut out, Anacola.
Did you hear that?
No, we got
sorry.
just
She'll
one hand
put
on.
Yeah, she'll put one hand on the staff and one hand on the shield to trade it as it's like a equal, like so they trade at the same time.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a really good
Oh
item.
my god.
It's a great magic item.
I gave that to a level 4 character in my homebrew campaign before I knew what the hell I was doing.
No.
Yeah, oops,
Terrible
indeed.
decision. Terrible decision. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's such a
For-
good item.
For
Yeah.
my uncommon potion, I want a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Ooh, nice.
Because there were just times that having an 8 strength really sucks. And I can buy a rare potion from her with a soul coin.
Yep. 2 soul coins.
Oh, 2 soul coins.
Everybody gets 1 at either for free or at the 1 discount. But if you want the uncommon as your free
Okay.
one, then you pay full price for the regular potion. So 2 soul coins for a rare.
Okay. I will pay those 2 soul coins for a potion of heroism.
Heroism, nice.
Ooh. Yeah, Anna will leave her quarterstaff with Ruthie, the quarterstaff of an experienced druid, a focus that's been used for centuries.
She'll say thank you, and then she'll immediately jam it into the corpse of the halfling, like sticking out
That's okay.
halfway through it.
Don't need it.
She nods.
No.
I knew it needed something extra.
Bill's
No,
like,
but-
oh yeah, I like it. There we go.
For the bonus rare potion for Gothi, potion of invulnerability.
Holla, that'd be super good with Moon Dance or whatever it is, Sword Song.
Yeah.
Damage or resistant to everything and AC whatever. Get some.
No, it's just resistance to all damage, and then Blade Song gives the big AC increase. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah. with that, I could go in and tank right along with with everybody else.
Shoot, I'm trying to. Oh, global. Okay, never mind. I was looking for my global magic attack modifier.
So yeah, you would see Ruth just as she takes Margoth, stroking the fiendish face as it kind of works slowly in a howling scream. It's like, shh, I have somebody who would very much love to see you again, dear. It's gonna be, and she's all comforting, like it's gonna be okay. And you can all hear like the screaming fading away as she goes and puts him away.
If you don't mind me asking, Gargoth's discomfort amuses me. Who are you going to sell him to?
Well, she looks around and she says, I've heard that you all are not exactly friends of the current lady in charge, and let's just say neither is who I'm going to be gifting this wonderful thing to.
Oh, so so enemy of the enemy is our friend, so we're good.
What is Avernus about but enemy of my enemy? Good God.
You see Bill kind of tap his pipe. I'm pretty sure they're all our enemies, and there are no friends down here.
Yeah, the Pass Without Trace is literally it's like the unsung hero of Staff of the Woodlands for sure. Just being able to cast Pass Without Trace literally whenever is really, really good.
It's active.
We just became the ninja party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also excited because we're about to get another what is it? NPC with a certain spell that I have on here now. And is excited to head back to the car.
Okay.
Did she tell us where to go to? What's the guy's name?
Yeah,
The
she
former
would
Titan?
Yes.
mark Uldrak's grave on your map.
Uldrak's grave, he's dead?
She thought death too good for him. It's the grave of who he once was.
What are we gonna have to get for him? Okay.
Be ready for fetch quests. I will warn you all now. This part of the campaign is just loads of fetches. I'm sorry. It's fun
This
fetches
is
though.
Mandalorian
But...
all over again.
Yeah, right. It totally is.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's like that kid's book. Like a grandma swallowed a fly, so she swallowed a frog, and so she swallowed a cat, and then she swallowed a dog. It just keeps
I
going.
don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps he'll die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with the Mandalorian. I gotta go to this town to get this item, so that way I can go to the
Yep.
next town to get this item. Once
But I
I
already
get that
have
item, I
the
can go to this
Dark
town and get that item.
But I already have the dark saber.
Yes. Anywho, all right. Bill's
Okay.
like waving his fingers. Pack it up, team. Let's go.
Mount up. We
All
got
right.
Titans to visit. Keep an eye out for the Wandering Emporium as we head that way.
Anna's gonna impromptu give Ruth a hug.
She'll seem a little shocked at first, and then she'll hug you back. And Nicole, when you pull away, you're just like covered in blood. There's like a Ruth shaped blood stain on your outfit.
That's okay. That's fine. She'll like start skipping back towards the car.
9th level?
Not quite yet.
Channeling my inner Zephyr. Okay.
You're stronger than I was. I've been trying not to ask, but anywho.
Didn't you just level to 8 like 2 sessions ago?
Oh yeah.
4 sessions ago, wasn't it? 4
Things I
sessions
want to
ago?
do.
Yeah, I get evasion at the next level, and it gets real interesting after that.
You get what?
5th level rogues, or no, it's the ASI. I'm sorry, I get evasion in 2 levels.
Oh,
which is
evasion.
super
Sorry,
fun.
I just misheard
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
said.
Evasion is when I just start centering lightning bolts on him.
Yep, not gonna hit me anyway. Danger sense and evasion. Let's do.
For some reason I thought you said aphasia, and I'm like, that's not something that you want though, is it?
Oh,
We can fix that. The sticks.
We can fix that.
Okay. So do we
Alright,
get to?
take off towards the grave then, or former site, or whatever it's called.
I want to do something as soon as we get to the car.
You are at the car.
Okay. Anna, as soon as she sees a ghost who's been napping here with a the pile of like I don't know rations, she would crouch down to his level, and run her hand between his ears, and while like giddily super excited, she's going to gently tap the top of his head. Wait, 1 second. I need to see how his spell works.
Are you casting Awaken?
Be patient. Ugh, it takes 8 hours. Okay, never mind. She's
I was just say, don't ruin his moment.
she's
Their moment. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, she's actually going to sit down with she's going to sit down with Ghost in the car with his head in her lap, and she's going to cast Awaken for 8 hours.
All right.
It takes goddamn ever.
All right. So, is this something you have to concentrate on the whole 8 hours, or just the?
Well, casting is technically concentration. So
Yeah. If the casting time is 8 hours, at 8 hours, that's 8 hours of concentration.
Okay. So, it's not going to take that long to get to Uldak's grave. So, the next you'll get an uninterrupted 8 hours soon here, but not quite yet.
Oh. Okay.
It actually only takes about 20 minutes of driving time until, yeah, distance is weird here, and this place being very close, it does not take very long at all. But after what seems like a snap of fingers, you all see a massive cracked helm and sword of a Titan coming into view, half buried in the ash of this place.
And the Titans are like, what, 50 feet tall or something like that?
I believe their max height is like 75 feet.
Okay.
But yeah, 50 feet is the average, I believe.
So if this was like a Titan's great sword, we're talking a 75-foot sword.
Yep. Embedded into the dust and ash of Avernus, there's a spherical stone set into the sword's pommel. Still gleams with a bit of scarlet radiance, and as you all pull up to it, you see a spined devil, a little purple guy with wings, standing only about 3 feet tall. He hops out with what looks like a little makeshift barbed spear. He's wearing oversized armor. It looks like it might have come from a barbed devil or some other humanoid-sized creature from this plane. He comes out, the helmet falling over his eyes. He's like, "Back, ye beasts! Back! I know how to use this! Get back!" He throws it at Sprinkles and it just bounces off. And then he gets into like a fighting stance.
Can I try and danger sense and catch it as it bounces off the vehicle?
Yeah.
You want a deck save out of that?
Sure.
Come on, dice gods. There we go. That's pretty good.
All right. So you catch it, pop up out of the hatch of sprinkles, and catch the trident as he throws it. And he gets into that fighting stance like he's gonna do some kung fu. He's like, a worthy opponent I see. Well, come on then!
I had to chase the cat away. What is this that's throwing things at us?
A spine devil.
Like
Little 3 foot tall
armor
spine
and-
devil with wings.
I'll throw it at him, but I want to throw it right at his feet and try and intimidate the hell out of him.
Okay. Make an intimidation check. This is the guy you see.
And I'll
We've like
use my
wadded
sessional
several
to
those.
scare the crap out of him.
He shrieks and dives back into the helmet.
You said he doesn't have wings?
He has
Or he
wings.
does?
He does.
And we so I guess we'll pull up and I'll jump out. We're looking for what? What's his name? Erdic's blood?
Uldrak.
Uldric's, this is why I'm never the face of the party. I'm not good at this part.
You're the only face we got.
My even charisma, yeah. Get back
can
out here.
intimidate.
I need to speak with you.
He says in giant, nobody's home.
I don't speak giant, so that's cool. Is the crack in the helm large enough for someone else to get through?
It is a helmet size for a 70-foot tall humanoid. So.
Oh yeah, so we're good.
In Infernal, what you spoke I did not understand, but you are a fiend. Surely you speak this language.
He hops out of it and stands in front of you all tall. He stands like a full foot and a half shorter than you, Valifon. He's like, I am a celestial being of Mount Olympus, sent here to defeat the evil that permeates this place. How dare you call me a fiend? He then doubles over and starts gnawing on his spines like a rat.
You know the guy who does the TikToks, everybody trying to do something hard and he does something, something simple and points to it. I just point to him the same way.
Lulu, what's your read
You
on
are a celestial? This is a celestial. And I point to Lulu.
Girl had to go.
I see that.
In the way.
And if we just need to call it here, I understand.
No, we can finish out this little interaction real quick. I just gotta send Kroll a quick message. Yeah. Cat.
Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Oh, it's the most dire of seriousness. Don't you worry.
I want to adopt this guy. He seems cool. You can join our ragtag group of creatures.
Oh, we're gonna adopt a spine devil that used to be a titan. Oh crap.
Yeah.
So he looks down at himself. He's like, yes. My current predicament is a bit unfortunate, but you see, I was tricked by the devil, witch, demon, goddess Tiamat. Well, nothing for it now. I am doomed to forever maintain this form, for there is no possibility that I could ever defeat her now. What is it that you want?
Bill looks properly annoyed and kind of squats down. I'm sent here to collect your blood. You're either going to give it to me, or I'm going to take it. I'm tired of being an errand boy. Make your choice.
I don't understand. How could my blood possibly help you? There's billions of creatures with my blood here on this plane. What could mine possibly do for you?
Bill pulls out one of his daggers.
Ah! He jumps back. Who here is
Bill?
Is anybody proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
We are.
Go ahead and make
And
Arcana checks.
I don't think I need to make this Arcana check.
Valifon, this creature's blood is not the blood of an Empyrean currently. It will not work.
No. Bill
don't know that, so
I know. Bill, and I put my hand on Bill's shoulder. I'm like, Bill.
He like the Spine Devil does like a karate stance behind Valifon, like he's pretending like Valifon's holding him back.
Yeah. Your blood would work better than this thing's blood would.
My blood's just fine. Let me at him. Let me at him.
You heard the hag. We need its blood. Let's get on with it.
We need a Titan's blood. This is not a Titan. This is the next best thing to a kobold.
I feel like the color washes out of
you
his
say
face
that,
and
his spines all droop down, his wings droop. He takes a step back. He's like, "It's true. It's true."
Uli, could you help us find your Titan corpse or your body where it used to be?
There is no body. Tiamat turned me into this thing. The only way to reverse this curse is to spill her blood on Avernus. He looks at you, Valifon. Like, you know how likely it is that I'll be able to spill Tiamat's blood? Do you know how likely that is?
No.
We just need like
I point at Kroll and I say, if Kroll throws you hard enough at Tiamat, yeah.
I couldn't defeat her in my true form. With all of my celestial might, I couldn't
didn't say anything about defeating her. I just said draw her blood.
Yeah, we just need a drop. Single little tea, a drop of blood. And then
You know
we'll be on our
not
way.
what you ask. I was armed and armored with all of my power, and I couldn't even nick the dragon god.
That sounds like a lot of hubris. So
Bill
where?
chuckles at the idea of using armor.
So
And
how else do you get Tiamat's blood?
I've heard rumors of one who serves her here. I've thought of ways to reach him myself, but I'm no match even for his lowliest handservant in this state. But you need my true blood. Perhaps you can help me get hers. There's
we would love to.
a warrior in service to the Dragon Queen. He wears a reliquary of her blood around his neck to signify his service.
That's quite a phylactery.
He looks up towards his Empyrean sword and that gem, says, I've had this. I managed to keep it all this time. I thought I could trade it to him, but there would be nothing stopping him from simply taking it from me. But you. He looks up towards the pommel of his sword and that glowing sphere inside of it. That is an orb of dragon kind. It holds great value to Tiamat and her followers.
Who has her blood and would want this?
His name is Arkhan the Cruel.
Arkhan the Cruel, who stole the hand of Vecna from from Vox Machina?
The very same.
Bill just has got this like hands open. I don't know who these people are. Why don't we just take the orb? Let's go back to Maggie or Ruth or whomever and just get this over with.
You must present the orb to Arkhan. Offer it in trade for his reliquary. Its great value to him may sway him. Offer him the trade of the orb for the reliquary. Allow me to spill Tiamat's blood from the reliquary onto the ground, and you can have as much of my blood as you require.
Can Anna pull this guy onto her shoulder and just start carrying him back towards Sprinkles? Look, she's not gonna hurt him.
Anna.
She's
Grapple.
gonna,
Grapple. Strength check.
Anna, make an
She's just
athletics
gonna-
check contested by his acrobatics.
Oh no. Here we go.
They could do. It could be acrobatics
Oh.
versus acrobatics. Oh, that's pretty
Oh.
good. Never mind.
It could have been, yeah, but that's just fine, yeah.
We get him?
I'm checking right now.
Come on, I'm never gonna do better than that.
Let's see. Okay, he gets a +2 to this. He leaps, and you manage to grab a hold of his tail, and he's like, "No! I am mighty! I am great! This is actually pretty comfortable. All right. Okay.
She'll just like hold him over her shoulder and start walking him back towards the sprinkles. Okay, you're coming with us. And now, as a part of our family, we have a celestial, fae, fiend, beast, and multiple humanoids.
But
I point up at the orb on the pommel of the sword. How high off the ground is it?
It is a good 100 feet up. The sword is a great sword for the Empyrean. It is massive. It was taller than he was.
Valfon, I do have my spider climb sandals. I could just walk up there and grab it real quick.
Okay.
All right.
If not, I could fly, but that's fine too.
Save the spell slot. Bill will just light his pipe and start slowly walking up the hill again, regretting that he didn't just completely gut this little fiend.
All right, everyone. With that, Uldrak will tell you how to get to Arkhan the Cruel's tower. It is very far from where you currently stand. All the way up here.
Yep. That's a
Dang.
really obvious place that it would be.
Yep. So,
Giant dragon head.
with Uldrak in your company, the Orb of Dragonkind in hand, you all can begin making your way far, far to the north of these plains of Avernus. And we will go ahead and call it a session here. And you all can level up to level 9.
Yay.
Oh.